Good morning, everyone. So, in the history, today I'm going to explain you the chapter that is chapter number 8, the rise of the Mauryan Empire. The Mauryan Empire that lasted from 321 BCE to 185 BCE was the first major empire in the history of India. Chandragupta Maurya, the founder of this empire, overthrew the Nandas to establish this dynasty. In his rise to power, he was aided and counseled by his advisor. The name was Chanakya, and Chanakya also known as Kautilya. Chandragupta Maurya had an aggressive expansion policy. So now the point is from where we are getting all this information regarding or related to the rise of Mauryan Empire. So the sources are the Mauryan period is a defining period in the history of India. This is also the first time that we have different sources that can collaborate the history of this empire. These sources can be classified into literary and archaeological source. Among the literary sources, the most significant ones are the Arthashastra by Chanakya and Indica by Megasthenes. The Arthashastra gives a detailed account of administration of the Mauryan Empire. The Indica gives us information on the city administration and the prevalent political, social, and economic conditions. The rock and pillars, edict of Ashoka, and the remains of the Mauryan place form important archaeological sources of the Mauryan Empire. The inscription on the rock and the pillar edicts gives us a good idea of the empire in general. These inscriptions are written in Prakrit, a Greek and Aramaic language. The edicts shed light on the Ashoka's Dhamm and the instructions given to his officials. It also provides a detail about the war with Kaling. The remains of the Mauryan palace at Patliputra also gives us a very good idea about the materials that were used for construction and the levels of expertise achieved in polishing, engineering, and the art of ornamentation. Now let's come and talk about Chandragupta Maurya's reign, that is 321 BCE to 298 BCE. Chandragupta Maurya founded the Mauryan Empire in 321 BC by overthrowing the Nandas. After consolidating his position in Magad, he conquered other parts of India. In the northwest, he defeated Seleucus I Nicator, a general of Alexander, and gained control of Afghanistan, Balochistan, and areas west of the Indus. Seleucus I Nicator gave his daughter in marriage to Chandragupta Maurya and also sent an envoy, Megasthenes, to his court. Chandragupta Maurya was the first emperor to unify north and southwest of present-day India into a single state. He built a vast empire which included not only Bihar, most part of Odisha, Bengal, but also western and northern West India and the Deccan. According to Jain text, he became a follower of Mahavira towards the end of his life. Thereafter, he abdicated his throne and joined a group of Jain monks in their journey to the Shravan Belangola in the Karnataka. He deliberately ended his life there while fasting unto death, following in the Jain spiritual tradition. Now, what is the role of Chanakya in the rise of Chandragupta Maurya? The prime reason for the success of the Chandragupta Maurya was Chanakya. He trained Chandragupta in the art of welfare and administration. Chanakya was well versed in all Shastra or branches of knowledge and was a master in the four methods of persuasion, enticement, sowing, dissension, and punishment of war. Chanakya was also known by two other names, Kautilya and Vishnugupta. After Chandragupta Maurya, his son, the name is Bindusar. Bindusar ascended the throne in 297 BCE. After his father Chandragupta abdicated the throne to pursue an ascetic life, he defeated the ruler of 16 kingdoms and brought them under the Mauryan Empire. Under him, Mauryan ruled spread across the Indian subcontinent up to Karnataka. Only Kaling and the southernmost part were outside of the Mauryan rule. King Bindusar had a good relation with the Greeks and Syrians, and even had friendly association with the king of Egypt. Scholars from Egypt and Syria lived in his palace as ambassador. In 273 BC, he was succeeded by his son Ashoka. Ashoka was one of the most successful and famous monarch in the Indian history. Ashoka became the emperor in 273 BC as a young prince. Ashoka was brilliant, ambitious, and a ruthless commander. He ruled from his capital Patliputra. Upon his crowning, he immediately went on a campaign of conquest, also known as Ashoka the Great. He served as the governor of Takshila and Ujjain and gained valuable administrative experience during the reign of his father Bindusar. Kaling, modern day Odisha, was the only kingdom which was not under the control of Mauryas. Ashoka realized the importance of Kaling as it controlled the land and sea routes to the South India and Southeast Asia. He was determined to conquer Kaling as would add the prosperity of the Mauryan Empire. A historic war was fought, and although Kaling was conquered, it changed Ashoka's life forever. The emperor was horrified at the bloodshed, violence, and waste of human life. It left a deep impact on him, and he decided not to fight wars anymore. He became a follower of Buddha and devoted the rest of his life to the Dhamma. He became the first ruler in Indian history to propagate peace and non-violence instead of war. Ashoka's Dhamma and edicts. Ashoka, inspired by Buddhism, propagated Dhamma. The word Dhamma has been taken from the Sanskrit word that is Dharma. In Prakrit, it means religious duty. It was neither a new religion nor a new political philosophy. Rather, it was a way of life, a code of conduct, and a set of principles to be adopted and practiced by the people. Ashoka adopted his policy of Dhamma to promote a harmonious relationship between the diverse elements of this vast empire. He based his Dhamma on non-violence, tolerance, and respect toward others, religious belief, truthfulness, respect towards one's elders, especially parents and teachers. So, students, it was all about the Bindusar and the Chandragupta Maurya. Now, the topic is Edicts of Ashoka. Ashoka issued 14 rock edicts and 7 pillar edicts and some minor edicts on which he encouraged the principles of his Dhamma. The inscriptions which were founded in the Peshawar are the examples of the Kharosthi script. The ones found in the Kandhar are in the Greek and Aramaic. The rest found in India are the Brahmi script. Now, the propagation of Dhamma. What does it mean? Ashoka appointed a special officer called Dhamma Mahamatras. These officers were directed to go from place to place to spread the message of Dhamma. Some were sent to as far as Central Asia and Egypt. In fact, he sent his own daughter, the name was Sanghamitra, and the son Mahendra to the Sri Lanka to spread Dhamma. Rock Edict 8 talk about the emperor visiting Lumbini, the birthplace of Gautam Buddha. Now, welfare measures. What are the welfare measures was taken by the Ashoka? The edicts of Ashoka provide information about the various measures that were undertaken for the welfare of the people. Ashoka built road across his empire. Trees were planted on both sides of the roads. Rest houses were built along the roads of the regular intervals for travelers to rest. A large number of wells were dug. These were hospitals not only for the people but for the animals also. He regularly went on the tours to find out the problems of his subjects. Now, how Mauryan administered their dynasty. The Arthashastra by Chanakya and the Indica by Megasthenes gives us a very clear idea or the account of the administration set up by the Mauryan Empire. 4 levels of administration existed there: central, provincial, district, and at the village level. So, what were those? Central, then provincial, then district, at last is village level. So, it was all about the Mauryan Empire. I hope this video will just give you a clear idea about this chapter. Thank you and have a good day.